Starbucks is shutting down. The coffee giant is dropping a $1 billion restructuring bomb right now. They are slashing hundreds of stores across the US and Canada and firing nearly 1,000 corporate workers. If you hit up Starbucks every morning, pay attention. The massive store list is secret for now, but I will tell you the exact clues the CEO gave so you can figure out if your favorite spot is next. Stay locked in until the end. Starbucks stock is in pain, already down about 7% this year. Why the meltdown? Sales have been terrible. The company has seen 6 straight quarters. That is a year and a half of shrinking sales at their North American locations. This is a 5-alarm fire. The new boss, Brian Niccol, who joined about a year ago to turn this mess around, is taking a giant axe to the business. He's known as a fixer. This entire plan is called the Back to Starbucks strategy. First up, the corporate offices. They're firing around 900 non-retail employees. Those workers are being notified right now. This isn't even the first round of layoffs this year. Back in February, the company already canned another 1,100 corporate staff. They are clearing house, focusing resources closer to the coffee and the actual customer experience. Now for the stores. Starbucks is closing about 1 out of every 100 stores across the US and Canada. This translates to more than 400 locations getting the boot. Some estimates even put the number closer to 500 closures. By the end of this month, Starbucks expects to have nearly 18,300 stores left in North America. This is a quick and violent reduction, finishing the year with over 120 fewer stores than they started with. It is super rare for Starbucks to actually shrink its footprint like this. The boss says they're closing stores for 2 simple reasons. They either look terrible or they don't make money. Period. He is eliminating locations where they cannot create the physical environment customers expect or where they don't see a path to financial performance. If your local spot is run down or always empty, it is probably on the hit list. Here's where the $1 billion comes in. This entire cleanup effort is going to cost Starbucks about $1 billion. They estimate they're spending about $600 million of that just to break leases and cover other closure costs. Another $150 million is budgeted specifically for severance packages for the laid-off staff. The good news? They're trying to be decent to the retail workers. Store employees whose locations are closing will be offered transfers to nearby Starbucks whenever possible. If they can't be moved, they get a separation package. Corporate workers who are laid off also get generous severance and support. This is not just about cutting. This is also about a huge effort to make the remaining stores better. Starbucks is committing to renovating and upgrading over 1,000 locations in the next year. They want to introduce more texture, warmth, better design, and more seating. They're trying to reinforce the idea that the coffee house is a genuine community center again. They're trying to lure you back to sit down and hang out, not just grab your mobile order and run. This renewed focus on the physical experience means one specific concept is getting killed: the pickup-only stores. These small locations, which were only designed for mobile orders and quick pickups, are being phased out across over 20 states because they lack human connection. They're closing around 80 to 90 of these quick service spots. To make sure your experience is actually good, Starbucks is investing heavily and adding more baristas, they call them green apron partners, during busy hours. The CEO has set a bold goal. You should get your basic brewed coffee within 30 seconds of ordering it. For complicated espresso drinks, they're aiming to speed that up too. Some worker groups are mad about this move, claiming these closures were announced without any input from the baristas who deal with customers every day. They're demanding the company bargain over how these closures impact unionized stores to make sure people get transferred where they want to go. The company is sticking to its guns, saying the closures are based only on the financial performance and environment of the stores, not whether or not they're unionized. Ultimately, Niccol's job is to stop the skid of bad sales. The company has seen financial stress, and this massive cleanup is necessary to build a stronger and more resilient Starbucks. They're promising they will return to opening new stores in the next fiscal year, but only after they get rid of the dead weight right now. This entire effort boils down to getting faster, looking better, and making sure every single store is pulling its weight financially. So here are the clues to watch for at your local Starbucks. If your store is failing to meet basic quality standards, looks old, or doesn't have a path to making profit, it is a prime target. The closures are happening fast, and affected locations will be notified this week. If you found this rundown helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more financial breakdowns you can actually understand, and make sure you smash the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you soon.